What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. If you haven't checked out my, well, I haven't done a video in a minute, been a few days. Like I said, your boy, it's been a little under the weather. But those that know me, been rocking up for a while. You guys know I have allergies. Yes, I usually get the shot every year, but as soon as my allergies kick in, I get a cold. It's like a double whammy. I mean, shout out to everybody that swung by the live stream last night. I had a great time. Met a lot of cool cats, man. Shout yourself out. That's probably too many to name. I'm telling you guys, if you rock out with me, if you hate me, you want to say, you know what? I bet you I can beat you in video games. And listen, I got an O, and I ain't afraid to let it go. Listen. If I lose, so be it. But it ain't gonna be no walk in the park, man. I'm gonna get my flesh, my pound of flesh. But anyway, like I said, I'll leave the links down below. Like I said, we'll be live streaming right after this video here. So if you're not doing nothing, swing by. Come rock out with your boy. Come rock out with me. But anyway, there was a few articles that came out within the last 2-3 days that I didn't get a chance to cover and give my opinion on it. One thing that Microsoft came out and said, this is something he mentioned, Phil Spencer mentioned this back, I think it was either January or February, that you're going to see some games released on PC, Windows. That's going to be exclusive to Windows. And then you're going to see some games, again, that release on the Xbox or Xbox Project Scorpio. That's going to be exclusive to the Xbox platform. And it says here, ultimately, we know you care most about great games, whether they be exclusive, multi-platform, independent, or AAA. We are proud about the diverse lineup of games coming this year that will only be playable on Xbox One and will play better on Project Scorpio. It says we designed Project Scorpio to be the best console to play the blockbusters, multi-platform games, which is very important. Games from our publishers, partners, and made it easy for recently released titles to upgrade to true 4K and for beloved backwards compatible titles that play better than ever before. Now listen here. I've always said I'm from the old school. You know what I mean? That you have to leave some things on your console to give it its value. You know what I mean? In the end of the day, you know, he said, if you want Microsoft products, buy Microsoft products. But like I said, I do believe that you do need to leave some things core. You know what I mean? It's not about who gets to play it, and I don't care about that. You know what I mean? That gives your console value. You know what I mean? Because the biggest argument here, what that goes on in the YouTube, well, the Xbox ain't got no exclusives. I get them all on PC. Now everybody got a $12,000 PC. Everybody got a GTX 1080 Ti. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But and this is just my opinion. I'm not saying that I've been told this. So I will probably expect it would either be I'm saying Forza Motorsport 7 most likely will be a exclusive for Project Scorpio on Xbox One. That's just my opinion. Either that or maybe Crackdown 3 or maybe even both. You know what I mean? That they may leave those exclusive to Project Scorpio to get some people that are sitting on the fence that may have been playing on PC. Hey, you know, we got something for you. 4K native, 60 frames a second. So don't be surprised when it comes E3 that Microsoft comes out, or Phil or whoever comes out and say that you will only be able to play these games on Project Scorpio. Don't be surprised. I'll let you know right now. And I think it's good. At the end of the day, it's good for everyone. You know what I mean? So we shall see. Also, too, I want to talk about, and this to me, this in here is a no-brainer. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Also, too, Microsoft is having a hardware event, for whatever the case, for May 2nd. But it looks like they won't be showing Project Scorpio there. You know what I mean? Came out that they will, I guess, will reveal the price and the actual console via E3 or maybe a day before E3. So we're not going to be able to see what Project Scorpio looks like or price anything until at least June 10th, if I'm not mistaken. How do I feel about this? And again, I don't care. Come out and announce it so I can go out and pre-order it, get in line, get hype. I can't wait. Like, to me, being a console gamer, some of the best things, because, you know, I like getting new hardware, you know, getting a new gadget. You know how it is to be a gamer, man. You know what I mean? Getting something new, and I'm getting that whole new feeling all over again. I love it. You know what I mean? I go out and buy everything day one. You know, sometimes it burns me, but it is what it is. Bought the Wii U day one, bought the Vita day one. You know what I mean? Sometimes they come out and burn me, but like I said, it is what it is. Also, too, I wanted to touch on here. It says his Phil Spencer says we're committed to consoles and the gaming, already planning what comes ahead. I'm sorry, what comes after Project Scorpio, and this is something that's said on Xbox PS5 or maybe even BGST. I said that once and that's the same thing. So true for Sony. Once the PS4 Pro comes out or whatever, the PS4 came out Pro, they're already back to the drawing board and look at what's going to go into the next hardware, the next console. That's how the business works. That's how they stay ahead of the curve. Scorpio is going to release this holiday season. You know what I mean? And they're already planning what's going to come after Project Scorpio. That's the nature of the business. They don't wait 3-4 years and say, you know what, let's start working on the successor of the Scorpio. No, they look and see what tech's available, what they want to go in the box, what they want to achieve, what's going to be the cheapest way to get there. Also, you have about 2 years of R&D. Make sure the thing doesn't overheat, crashes, and sometimes prices come down. So that's just the nature of the business. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't expect Microsoft to walk away from gaming. And as a consumer, I don't care if you're pro Sony, pro Nintendo, you shouldn't want them to, because the more competition, the better. You know what I mean? You don't want a gaming world or a gaming landscape when there's only Sony or if it's only Nintendo, if you're into that type of stuff, because competition is good for everybody. I mean, they got to go out and compete and lobby for our dollars. I'll give you an example. One of the main reasons why I don't play John Madden football anymore, to me, the franchise has been, going down, suck, because they don't have NFL, 2K football to compete against. So they can put out the same game year after year, you know what, and you're forced to buy it. That's why I don't play Madden football anymore, you know what I mean? Or football, you know what I mean? Because there is no competition. And, to me, the game is the same thing. Jesus Christ. Madden 06 for the Xbox 360, that was so horrible, they got sued for it. Actually, I was one of the first ones, or I may have did two. There was a couple last class action lawsuits that happened last generation. But I forgot what that was. One of the ones I hopped on because I had Madden 06, I had Live 06. I guarantee you this: had 2K been able to put out a 2K6 football at the launch of the 360, whatever, EA wanted that thing with Matt. Like I said, competition is good for everyone. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm excited. I can't wait to get my hands on Project Scorpio, Xbox Scorpio. And like I said, I've always said this. Like I said, I'm a straight shooter. I'm more excited, like I said, right now for some of the multi-plats, because I'm a big fan of. I like Star Wars Battlefront. Well, not the same, but I like third-person shooters. I can't wait to play that. Red Dead, but 2, I'm not really too sold on. I'm not really big on the Grand Theft Auto Red Dead game, but I probably do get it. Want to see what Ubisoft is working on. Hopefully, they give us another Splinter Cell. But I'm hearing it's going to be Assassin's Creed. He's going to Egypt, but I kind of got burned out on the whole Assassin's Creed thing. Of course, NBA 2K18, Injustice 2. Even though Injustice comes out in May, I want to see what, because it's going to have a Scorpio patch and the PS4 Pro. And the PS4 Pro patch. So I want to see what it looks like on the Scorpio. Tekken 7, can't wait. What else? I know I'm missing something. Destiny, now I'm good on. Call of Duty, now I'm good on. The Friday the 13th game. Want to get that. That looks fun. That looks interesting. See what that's about. State of Decay 2 I want. Crackdown 2 I want. Killer Instinct Season 4, whatever characters give us, I want that also. Again, I can't wait. I'm excited, man. This will be a great year for gaming, and be there, be square, you know what I mean? And not many people have a 4K. Listen, I'm going to say this again, because I got to keep saying the same thing over and over again. Even if you don't have a 4K TV, and you decide to get Project Scorpio, because of 1080p downsampling, your game is going to look fantastic. You know what I mean? It's on your 1080p display. And I've been saying this since the start of this generation. Resolution does not give you better texture. It doesn't give you better graphics. It's the textures and the shaders and the shadow and the lightings and stuff like that. The particle, that gives you better graphics, and not the resolution. The resolution just gives you a sharper image. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is your boy NextGen 720. I'm about to get the hell up out of here. Thank you for rocking out with me. I'm going to leave a link down below in the first comment. Come join me on Beam. Like I said, I will be giving away a copy of Injustice 2 on my channel on May 17th. I believe released either May 17th or May 2nd. So swing by. All you gotta do is join. Come rock out with me. And let's make it happen, man. I'm out of here. Bang.